Hi guys, it is Friday, I don't know, 26th? Is it the 26th? It is, of July. I am back with part 4, as you can see here on my lovely banner, of True Crime and Tarot. The first 2 lives were the Major Arcana, and the third live last night was the Wands. I was hoping to get 2 suits done in one live, but that's not possible in an hour, and I like to keep to the hour, as you all know. So we are going with the Swords tonight, and then I'm working till 5 tomorrow and Sunday, so I'm not going to do lives. So I'll wait till Monday and Tuesday to do. Hey Patsy, it does look like it. So I'm going to do the Cups and Pentacles Monday and Tuesday is the plan. So we shall fly through the Swords tonight. I had this great idea yesterday, and I did it where I was writing down all the ideas that people were giving me as I was going along. That was too much. I couldn't concentrate on comments properly while I was frantically trying to write. So I'm going to stick with the original plan whereby I read the comments and I can go back after and just rewatch them and write proper notes and stuff. That's good as I'm out tomorrow. Good stuff. Yeah, weekends are busy, Sherlock. So no, I know there's lots of other lives anyway at the weekend, but I don't. I'll be working till 5, like I said, so I wouldn't have time to go home and have a dinner and get ready and relax before going live at 6. So, and I don't like doing it later because 6 is a nice time for me. Ooh, I just realised I'm missing an answer. Not that it really matters, but anyway. So hopefully a few more will come on. Otherwise, Patsy, you're on your own, I'm afraid. Ooh, Fatima's here. I am Fatima, thanks. My head was at me again yesterday morning, I have to say. But once I had a good feed and a few cups of tea, I was grand. And my head is okay today. I've had no issues, even though it's actually hotter today. It's the beach party lights switch on here. Ooh, cool. Hey, Maya. I presume Steph is with you, is she? I'm just outside a little, so I need to do small shopping and come back ASAP. Good stuff. Hey, Frank. Yeah, I had a big feed there about an hour ago, Maya, so I'm good. So enjoy your shopping and we'll see you soon, hopefully. So guys, what we're doing, as you can see, we're doing Swords today, and I'm going to leave the Cups and Pentacles until hopefully Monday, Tuesday, okay? So we have 4, but there's about 6 of you on. Yes, Frank, did you get the deck? Absolutely. Patsy, I presume you're still stuck to it, are you? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I love it. I didn't see any pictures on Frank's, although I've hardly been on Instagram the last few days, to be fair. But Frank always puts up photographs when he gets new decks and stuff, so I think I would have seen it if he had posted. I am, it's here with me, lol. Good stuff. I love that you're having a close view of the images while we're doing it. So I'm going to get stuck in, lads. So you know yourselves, I have my Tarot of the Haunted House and I have my Tarot of the Vampires. So let's go. Ace of Swords. I know Heather. I don't do Instagram nowadays. Okay. Amazing deck. Cardstock is good for a Llewellyn deck. Yeah. I like it. The backs of the cards, I think, are the most beautiful images. Just give you a quick look, lads. For anyone who hasn't seen it, hold on now. Trying to get that light. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think these are beautiful. So yeah. So I know Heather, who's not here yet, doesn't like this image. Obviously, it's a bit gruesome if you think about what's going to happen, but I do kind of just see it as, for example, sacrificing. Do you know? Someone who made a sacrifice within whatever crime you're looking into, you know. I just want to fix my camera a little bit. That's better. So what do we think of this card? Does anyone else have any other thoughts? I mean, obviously it could be a crime that was where a sword or a knife was used, you know. Or it could be a case where how I'm trying to think, how do I say it so that YouTube won't have a canary? Someone was responsible for their own death. No, I can see why she wouldn't like it. Yeah. And even though it's not cutting the skin or anything, but there's all this blood spatter all over, or at least what looks like blood spatter. So yeah, that's that ace. I can see why she wouldn't like it. I don't completely hate it. I mean, it's grand. And it's obviously great for true crime anyway. So look at this beautiful one, right? So what do we think of this one? So this sword is just within a cloud of smoke, and there's an eye here, and we just have bat wings. Self-harm is all that comes to mind. Yeah. I do see it though, like I said, as just sacrifice, it's an unfortunate thought, but there you go. So other than communication coming forward, say for example with this one, or new information coming to light, that kind of thing, does anyone else have any other idea? I love the bat wings. It's cool. It's a pretty cool sword, in fairness. Let's see if I can show you properly. There's these cool cutting through confusion. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, because that smoke even is kind of clouding your vision. Yeah. Cutting through confusion. I like it. Nice one, Patsy. So yeah, I'm going to go back through these afterwards and just write down the information instead, because it's too difficult to try to write and focus on comments. So this beautiful two of swords, very traditional. I suppose this is just someone within a crime who's not wanting to see or hear the truth or admit the truth. Someone who has their heart closed off to something, that kind of thing. Someone who was blinded by a decision that they had to make. A quick decision, if you think about it, because it's the swords. Or it could just be someone who was blindfolded, during a kidnapping or whatever. Any other thoughts, peeps? There we go. I'm trying to keep it in the light for you so you can see it properly. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this image. My chat seems very slow again tonight. Doesn't want to know the truth is what I get. Turning a blind eye. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Care Bear. Just popping in to say hi. I will have to listen while lurking. Come here. I hope the new job has gone well. Nice to see you, Karen. So yeah, that's this two of swords. Have a look at this one. Wait, now till there we go. And just turn it now so you can see it. This one is beautiful. Look at those awesome knives. And then there's a fella creeping up behind in the dark. So she has her eyes closed. Yet you would imagine that her other senses are kind of being used, that she intuitively knows or hears that this guy creeping up behind her, So like, for example, what's coming to me is that, like, say if someone was kidnapped, it's like they heard the person coming or they knew they were coming, Today is a full cycle payroll for 10k employees, so it's been busy but good stuff. Someone sneaking up for the kill, yeah. I'm delighted, Karen. That's great. This is very beautiful, Two of Swords. I really love this. The color is gorgeous. I mean, again, you can't see the color as well on camera as you can in real life, but Patsy and Frank are probably looking at theirs anyway, so they know. But it's a beautiful deck, beautiful coloring. So yeah, this is catching someone unaware, yeah. Preparing to react to the danger they feel present. I love it, yeah. Yeah, that this person is well prepared with the two knives, yeah, of course. Ready to defend themselves. It's a beautiful card, this, but I love the sword suit, yeah. Those swords mean business on that card, absolutely. Yeah, I just love this image. I love the tattoos. There's tattoos there on the wrist. Kind of hard to see. Wonder if yeah, no. Anyway. So that's that card. So the Three of Swords lands from the Tower of the Vampires. I love this. So this is, I'm assuming he's a vampire hunter because he's after putting a wooden stake in her heart, and it's a wooden stake is what's needed to kill a vampire. It's the only thing that'll kill a vampire. So this could again be some sort of a kind of a cult ritual. It could be that someone obviously was brutally taken down with a sword, a hammer, a wooden stake, whatever. And he had because he has multiple, the swords are up here, but he's used the wooden stake. He has another wooden stake in his hand, and he has a wooden mallet in this hand. So this was probably a pretty gruesome death for this poor vampire, as he has a lot of tools. This is a well prepared, well planned murder, So does anyone else get anything else from this? I love this Three of Swords. I think it's really cool. I mean, obviously it's a murder, but I just think the imagery is cool. My chat has gone so slow, lads. Actually, my internet, just in case I disappear, my internet is only showing 1 bar of connection. So just in case, okay? Carpentry tools used for the murder. So it could be a connection there to the killer. Ooh, yes. I love that. Of course. I'm glad I'm doing this, lads, because it's these obvious things that I don't see. It's great the way everyone sees something different in the cards, Yeah, that's cool. A carpenter. And she's even in a wooden box. It looks like a giant drawer or something. So that's that one. Now this Three of Swords is cool. Now I did read up on this. I'll have to have a look again. I think, I don't know, is she a vampire, or is the vampire the one taking the blood? Yes. So he's after seducing the vampire's after seducing this young girl in the bar or whatever. And now he's got her hooked up and he's sucking the blood out of her with these. Oh, I'm just listening to my neighbor giving out to her dog. So yeah, this is a very different Three of Swords. Obviously, not your typical swords in the heart kind of a thing, but it's the same image, same kind of vibe in that he wants to take her life force. Ooh, I love that. This is a young girl who was out at the bar, completely trusting the fellow who was chatting her up, not knowing that he was a vampire and that all he wanted was her blood. So yeah, this is a card of trusting and then being taken advantage of. It's a pretty cool image. I love vampire stuff. Love it. So that's that one. I'm going to fly on to the, what are we on? Four of Swords. These two Four of Swords are actually, well, one of them is quite different. She's tied down, so could be experimenting or drugging her. Ooh, yes. Yeah. Interesting. For the times that we live in. So let's go on to the four. So this Four of Swords is Raven, who's the main character, in a bed, asleep in the haunted mansion. The Four Swords are hanging up above her. I know what I want to say in Dutch, but I can't easily translate it into English, lol. Why don't you type it in Dutch and I'll take a screenshot and send it to my friend and ask her what it means. That's an idea if you want, Frank. Because I have a very good friend who's Dutch. So if you want to do that, work away. So here's Raven having a sleep, and there's all these disgusting monster arms crawling up over the bed about to grab her. So this could be someone who was kidnapped in the middle of the night while they were asleep in their bed. Could be as simple as that. Evil sneaking up to someone at rest. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Someone taken in the middle of the night. Like Madeline Mack. Not. So let's go on to the next one. This one is, this is a kind of a Sleeping Beauty image, in that I don't know if she's a vampire. I presume it's just the young girl from the Major Arcana who was seduced, by the vampire. But she's in a glass coffin, and there's just these kind of angel statues guarding her. There is this fabulous staircase above her, up to the entrance into this place. This I'd imagine would be in like a kind of a, I don't know, is it like a mausoleum or something that would be out in the garden, where the vampires would have buried all their vampire family. Because it's a kind of underground vibes, But you have this beautiful light shining in here above. Lovely kind of a stone staircase there above. So I suppose this could be someone who's buried underneath a house, or buried within, secret chambers or that kind of thing. Maybe because it's a glass coffin, that they're buried somewhere in full view, kind of somewhere you wouldn't look, somewhere you wouldn't automatically think to look. I have a lovely candle lighting here for us, lads. I've showed this before. It's a clear candle. There's 5 different scented oils mixed. Amazing smell from it. There's crystals through it. See the little jar there, look. With the crystals in it. And there's a feather. There's all sorts of beautiful things in it. I have that lighting for all of us. All the angel statues is like a cemetery. Yeah. Could be. It's a cool card too. I must actually, do you know what? I must get out the book and actually read because this comes with a beautiful big thick, full color glossy guidebook, 300 to 400 pages or whatever. So I must actually read through these properly. I haven't read through the stories behind the images properly. That's something I must do because I'm so into my true crime now that I'd like to know what she actually meant by these images, do you know? He. It's two boys, what am I talking about? Yeah. Craig and Charles. So let's go into the 5. I actually love the 5 from the vampire deck. No, me either because of the eyes. Hey, Heather. Oh, yes, I'm with you. So here's our 5 of swords. So remember in the Justice card, right, in the Major Arcana, it was the head a fight. Did I just disappear for ye? Because my image just went off screen. There's definitely something up with my internet, lads. Can someone let me know if I just went off there for a second or two? Or if it was just me. So in this image, you froze. Okay. Weird. I don't know what happened. It's kind of spooky. But I do have, I don't know why my laptop is only showing one little bar of connection for some reason. But anyway, we'll carry on while we can. If I disappear anyway, you'll know it's my internet, lads. So in this one, so this is the same head made from the Justice card, right, in the majors. But in the background, we have Raven, the main character, who is giving out to one of the others in the kitchen. Watch your back with that card, yeah. So I'll have to. Now, I did say this last night. If you have this deck or if you get this deck, Tower of the Haunted House, Sasha Graham, instead of doing a proper guidebook, it's only the little white book, but instead of doing a proper guidebook, she made videos and put them up on YouTube, going through her explanation for the imagery that she went with for the cards. So they're really, really good videos. I have to say, I really like videos. I'm much more inclined to read or watch videos than read explanations. Like a backstabber, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a cool image. It's a real 5 of Swords image, you know. Now look at this one. I am obsessed with this 5 of Swords. So we have 2 vampires on the ground and they're after being attacked by, yeah, absolutely, Patsy. Much prefer to watch videos. It's quicker, and what makes sense stays in my brain and what doesn't I forget. Whereas trolling through reading, and I love reading, and I read so much as a teenager, but I find it hard to kind of do at the moment. I don't know what's the last few years, I just can't. Sometimes I look, if I picked up a book and the first chapter is good, then I'll just tear through it. But at the moment, I cannot get myself to read, and I have so many books I want to read. I still keep buying books, but I haven't been reading them. So look at this cool 5 of Swords. So the 2 vampires are on the ground, and the what are they called? I know, yeah, wolves are the enemies of the vampires, but what are those people that turn into them? What are they called? Oh my god, my brain. Anyway, you know what I'm on about. I can't think. Someone tell me. So he's after I think this is a cool image. Werewolf. Jesus Christ, Patsy. Myself and Patsy were like this last night. I was telling Patsy words that she couldn't think of, and Patsy was telling me words that I couldn't think of. So thank you, Patsy. Wolves are the enemies of the vampire. Werewolf, yes, absolutely. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I went completely blank. Anyway, so here's the werewolf after taking down the 2 vampires. I think this is an amazing 5 of Swords. Because in any movies, the vampires always tend to win. So I just think it's pretty cool that the werewolf has won in this. Look at that. It is so cool. Patsy, what do you think of this Five of Swords? And even the light there behind the trees and everything is just amazing. And I love his claws that he's just holding out. Oh, Jesus, that was quick, Maya. Delighted you're back. Hey, Maya. Hey, Steph. Oh, that's a hand. Just trying to figure out what was what. So, any other thoughts on this? I suppose this could be kind of someone who was taking down their long-time enemy. Do you know, that could be as. I like it, but I like most of the cards. Yeah. What is there any ones that you really don't like, Patsy, in the deck? Happy little person here. Oh, delighted to have you, Steph. What does Steph think of this cool Five of Swords? I love the werewolf. I just think it's cool. Fatima, you're not the only one. We're all like that girl. We go through phases, huh? So, Six of Swords. Now, this Six of Swords is Raven is after running from the castle, and this bad guy of some sort, I don't know who he is so there's Raven, and there's this bad guy chasing her out of the place. Some of the ones, but ones isn't my fave suit. Okay. She asked me if I have it. Oh. So, what do we think of this Six of Swords? So it's different in that they're not in a boat. It looks like she's kind of running over rocks. There's water crashing around the place. There's a big thunder and lightning storm. And the Six Swords are just stuck in what look like kind of cut down tree trunks here, you know. So it's a very powerful image. So obviously this can be someone who is chased for a long time, maybe in the middle of the night. In the darkness, they mightn't have seen who their attacker was. Just reading a text from a friend of mine. She is super nosy when it comes to my decks. Oh, cute. So, any thoughts, lads, on the Six of Swords before I move on to the other Six of Swords? When I was young, I got hit with a baseball on the head. Then I got hit by a truck, another hit to the head. Then I fell, another hit to the head, so my brain is scattered. Oh, okay. Jesus. Wow. Okay, you have a good excuse. Not like me. So, guys, any thoughts on this Six of Swords before I move on? Could be that someone ran through a thunderstorm, being chased by whoever it was that kidnapped them, murdered them, whatever the case may be. Have to scoot. Sorry, I can't stay, girl. Remember to hit that like button. You all have a great day. Thanks, Heather. Be good. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next one. So the Six of Swords is again a bit different in that they're not on the boat, but they are on the quay waiting for the boat. Well, the boat is there. I was going to say waiting for the boat. There is a boat here, obviously, but maybe they're waiting for the person that's going to carry them away. Hit and run kind of card. Ooh, yeah. This one gives me people trafficking vibes. We normally only see a little bit of. Oh yeah, you said it there as well. This card straight away made me think of trafficking. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of creepy. I love the big city behind. There's so much detail in the city behind. Look, so much detail. And even though it's dark, there is a few lights on, which may suggest that someone might have seen something. It would also kind of remind me of CCTV in that. So maybe there is something on camera. Boats going in and out of docks are supposed to be logged so that if it was trafficking by water, there could be some sort of information somewhere. Yeah, I love the Seven of Swords. I'm dying to see. Actually, Patsy, can you tell me what you think of it? If you're looking at your Seven of Swords, tell me what's the first thing that comes to your mind before I show it, because I don't want to say before I see what you think of it. I think you'll think the same as me. I love the Seven of Swords in this deck. So that's that. So I'm just going to go to the Seven of Swords from the Haunted House now first. So this is Raven hiding outside the building. Looking around the corner, there's two shadowy figures off in the distance. She has 4 swords in her hands, and there's 2 up against the wall, and there's 1 thrown down here. So this could be someone that maybe escaped, but they're still hiding, still trying to get away fully from the bad guys. So what do we think? Oh, I should get the deck from upstairs, but I'm munching my food. It's all right. You eat your food, girl. And as I said, I think I said on the first night, maybe the second night, people can still watch it, or go back on this afterwards and put stuff in the comments that they get from the cards. Anyone watching on replay, feel free to put your thoughts in the comments as well. So this is someone who maybe she's watching for a chance to escape. Yeah, absolutely. I love that full moon. I love that bit of light there in the corner. It's cool. Or this could be someone who saw the criminals in the act. It could be a witness too, I suppose. She's holding the information that's needed with those swords, So, Patsy, tell me, what do you get from this Seven of Swords? It's quite different. But there is one phrase that immediately came to mind when I saw this first. So I'm very interested to see if anyone sees what I saw. Frank, did you order the deck in the Jackie Made Me Do It style? He did. He was supposed to get it Wednesday. I know Patsy already asked him up the chat, but I don't know. I think I missed the reply if he did reply. So Frank, let me know again, will you please? Oh, you did. Sorry, you did. Yeah, because you were saying the card stock is lovely. Yeah. He did. That's right. Scattered. Oh my God. So peeps, come on. Oh, okay. I'm not picking anything up on this one that instantly comes to mind. So what I thought was that someone dodged a bullet. Okay. Because this main character here has knives and these two are shooting at her. So what initially came to mind when I saw this card at the very start was that she dodged a bullet. Mind you, kids chattering their head off. I can't concentrate. Yes, cardstock is good for a Llewellyn deck. Yeah, I do like it. Yes, now you've said it, I can see it. Yeah. So it could be just that someone maybe was being someone was trying to rope someone into doing a crime with them and they didn't. And this card might come up showing that they dodged a bullet, because someone was murdered or someone was kidnapped and they're going to prison for a long time and whatever, that kind of thing. So yeah. Now, there's plenty of other things I'm sure that could be gotten from this, but that's just what came to mind when I initially saw it. So yeah, so that's that one. Let's go on to the 8. Very typical 8 of Swords with this Tower of the Haunted House. So someone who's completely caught up in their mind, someone who's feeling trapped, someone who, I suppose it could be someone who was kind of um do I have mods on? I do. Um Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Oh, prison time, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hi to any newbies. This is the heading of our video this evening. So yeah, someone in bondage, prison time. Yeah. Someone who was just caught up so much in their mind that they couldn't see a way out or couldn't feel a way out, or but yeah, prison, I know this comes up for people when they see prison on the cards for them. So yeah. So let's fly on to the next one. Caught up in fear. Yes, 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 yes. This one I love. I love the 8 of Swords Patsy in the Tarot of the Vampires, because it's totally about kind of your mind thinking one thing, but it's not what's happening in real life. It's kind of all in your head, because she's in a hall of mirrors. There's one of her and one of the bad guy, but she's seeing 4 on this side and 4 on this side, because of all those mirrors. So it's like how our mind makes everything seem so much worse than it actually is. So that's what I get from this. I love this 8 of Swords image. It's so much nicer than the whole being chained up and surrounded by swords and blindfolded and all the rest of it, but it gives the exact same um, message, but an even prettier image. I love it. Yeah. So any other thoughts on this 8 of Swords? Paranoia, yeah, of course, yeah. Surrounded by enemies, yes. Yes, absolutely. So let's fly on to the 9. Very traditional 9 of Swords from the Tower of the Haunted House. Someone who's in their own kind of, again, mental prison kind of a thing as well. Someone who, again, was so much in their heads that they couldn't see any other way out of whatever situation they're in. Someone that committed a crime because they couldn't see any other way of doing things. I love this card and I don't know why. Yeah. I love the cards that most people don't like. Like I love the 5 of Pentacles. Despair, yes. Nightmares of the worst kind, yeah. Yeah. It's strange, isn't it, the way we often like cards that are ones that are kind of bad cards. Excuse me. Oh, I just realized I never brought my bottle of water. So, this one, slightly different. So, it's the person in bed as well, but the 9 swords are just kind of hovering in midair, and there's this very creepy, monstery kind of creature at the end of the bed with light shining out of their eyes and massive, sharp nails. 8 of Swords is one of my fave cards. Mm. Yeah, strange, isn't it? how we like those kind of cards. I mean, I do love the Five of Pentacles for whatever reason. I don't know. I think it's a cool card. And I mean, Death is my favorite. You know that. I do love the Tower card. I love the Devil card. Yeah. Strange. I think the Two of Swords is beautiful. The Ten of Swords actually in this deck is cool. You'll see it in a minute. So any thoughts on this one? Again, you have the kind of whole monsters in the middle of the night kind of vibe, you know? My hand is itchy. Right. I'm going to go on to the, what are we on to? 10. Very traditional 10 of Swords again in this deck. Same Death and Five Pentacles, and this one is hiding a secret that's giving nightmares. Oh, is what I get. Like the last one. Okay, cool. Love the Death card. My absolute favorite. So 10 of Swords. This obviously can be a death anyway, straight out death. But it could be that, I mean, it's the end of a cycle. Things can only get better. People just have to fight and get back up and, you know, be prepared for the next thing. Like the last, oh yeah, I read that. So any other thoughts on this very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery? I mean, like, there's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel vibe as well with it. Could be saying that, you know, the case will be solved. My Stalker card, is it? Now, look at this one from the Tarot of the Vampires. I think this is just gorgeous. End of one, new beginning of another. Yeah. Look at this one. This is so cool. So, it's from this image is taken from above. It's so gruesome. But you're looking straight down at the fella. He's still alive. But all the swords are deep in his body. Betrayal or backstabbed, yeah. This one actually is the other one. You know, he's upright as well in this. Because these swords are in the front of him, not in the back. As in, so like with backstabbed, obviously you think of someone stabbing in the back. But this one is like they saw their attackers coming at them because the swords are straight into the front of them, you know. So this person would probably have seen someone coming, you know. So I like that kind of take on the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Right now. Yeah, they're face up as well. They just have their head turned sideways. Yeah. They're face up as well. It's just you're looking at the traditional angle in this one, where you're looking down on them in this one. You know. So that's that. Let's go on to the swords. So these in the Tower of the Haunted House, they're demons. The court cards are demons. So this is a young demon learning how to use her powers. She is upstairs in the attic of the mansion, and she is practicing on a wooden house. Okay, I wasn't looking close enough. Okay. So this could be a young person who was kind of, this is swords, this is the element of air. So being a young person, it could be someone that didn't kind of think things through properly and just went charging in and committed the crime. Maybe they had been practicing before they committed the crime. Can you see that properly there? See, she has this ball of energy in front of her where she's practicing. Wonder, can you? There we go. So, any thoughts on this Page of Swords? The only thing that would come to me is just, obviously it's a demon, so it's someone very, very dangerous. But would be a young person, someone who's maybe, inexperienced, someone kind of new to crime. Someone new to crime. I was going to say criminology. Someone new to crime. So that's that one. I think it's maybe someone. Yeah, I think it's someone practicing magic in a very bad way. Yes, practicing dark magic. Absolutely. I love this one, lads, from the Tower of the Vampires. This totally gives me kind of Thief in the Night vibes. This is someone who, and he's a shapeshifter, from what I remember reading. So he's just like smoke here. You can only see half of him, and then there's just smoke. Someone online are spying somehow. Page of Swords. Yes. Yeah. But it's totally Thief in the Night. We're like in, out very quickly with that sword's energy. But again, it could be someone young, someone inexperienced, The online, I presume, Karen, you're getting from is because of the communication side of the swords element, yeah? Because I know people say that Page of Swords is all about lies. And for a long time I was wondering what that was about, but I'm assuming, and this is something I came up with myself, that because it's communication, because it's childlike energy with the page, and children can tell little white lies in that, and that's how I made sense of Page of Swords being about lies, Someone using a smoke screen to get away with something, yes. Yes, and she was looking at those books. Okay. Cool. Right, so let's fly on to the knight. We have any knights, queens, and kings left. So here's our Knight of Swords. He is again, yeah, he's up in the air above the this kind of towers of the haunted house here. And he's flying above them. There's again some lightning strikes, and there's ravens flying around him. So this is obviously a more experienced criminal than the Page of Swords. Okay. So any thoughts for me on this one? I do love the court cards in this deck as well. There was one deck I got and I love the cards, but the court cards I just can't vibe with. And it's really annoying because it's beautiful linen card stock, and I just don't like the court cards. And I suppose I could take them out maybe, but I don't like the idea then of using a deck with some of them taken out, So that's really not an option. But anyway, what can we do? Right, I'm going to go on to the next one. So this is which one? The tarot of the Witch's Garden, Sasha Graham's one. I don't like the court cards, I'm afraid. And I love the rest. Funny, Stephen. When you come on live with me, Stephen. This is leaving a blank in my head. That's all right. What about this one? So this is the Knight of Swords from our Tarot of the Vampires. I wish you also did lives on the weekend like Simon from the Hermit's Cave. See, I work until 5 o'clock on Saturday and some Sundays, so I kind of just I don't want to do lives later. I like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is my time for my lives. So yeah, I don't want to be doing them later then because I just I go to bed early. I'm like a child. I don't like that deck at all. It's reading make no sense to me, sadly. Which deck? You're talking about the Tower of the Haunted House, yeah? I presume. You should move to America. Oh God, no. Weather's crazy enough here without going anywhere else. Oh, the Witch's Garden. No, sorry. Jesus, yes. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to be going through my decks again soon and picking out another 2 or 3 to sell. I recently had about 6 or 8 up for sale, maybe more. One or two went separately, and then someone messaged me and asked me could I do a deal on all the decks I'd left. So I sent all 6 decks up to I think it was County Louth, to one woman. She was delighted. I gave her one of the 6 decks for free, and she was thrilled. I had it pre-ordered and was so excited, but left me going, yeah. It's just the court cards. I don't like the court cards. But like the court cards is 16 cards out of the deck, do you know? It's one thing if there's 1 or 2 cards that aren't up to scratch that you could kind of move past. But when it's 16, I think I might be moving it on. I am going to now in the next few days go through my cards again and see which ones I can sell on. So it might have to go, unfortunately. But look, I'm keeping her Tower of the Haunted House and I love that. So, any thoughts on this beautiful Knight of Swords? This is someone who went charging in anyway with firing daggers. So this was a very quick, smooth operator. Salt water, Fatima, is great for migraines too, because I think oftentimes it's allegedly a lack of salt that brings on the migraines. So I know they say put some like a teaspoon of Himalayan salt into water and leave it dissolve and drink it. It's supposed to be great. Well, I have had it once or twice. It's good. So let's go on to our queens. And obviously, going to bed and closing your eyes and with the curtains closed and that, Fatima, is great too. What is get? I feel like we had this discussion before, but I wouldn't swear to it. Did you see B Tarot? That's the one I want, but A court cards in that deck are, I'm not sure about them. Yeah, it's very annoying, isn't it? Very annoying. Patsy, do you have a deck review up on B Tarot? Because I don't know if it was Maya said it to me recently. Someone mentioned B Tarot already to me. But if it's just bees, I am not interested in animal decks. That's the only thing. I need people in my cards. Oh, Guinness. Oh, okay. We did have that discussion before, so. So a pint of Guinness works for a migraine. That's interesting. Why what, Patsy? I have B-Taro and never use it. Oh, okay. Why do you never use it? So, guys, what do we think of this Queen of Swords? Yeah, Swords. She's a very creepy looking demon with this weird thing on her head. Oh, you stopped doing the deck reviews. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know who said it to me about the B-Taro. And do you sell them on, Patsy, if you're not using them? Because I do. I don't want. I'm not into gathering decks for no reason. If I mean, I might be looking at deck reviews and think I like a deck and order it, but if I don't vibe with it or don't use it after a certain amount of time, then I tend to just sell them on straight away. Looks like me when I first wake up in the morning. Okay, this is going to be our Stephen card from now on. I'm allergic to insect bites, but sure, I'm me myself. I do, Jackie. I need a good clear out. Yeah. Well, I have done a good clear out recently. I'm down to a very minimal amount of decks now, but there's still a couple that I could get rid of, I know. So, anyone got any thoughts on our Stephen deck? Stephen card, even, I should say. I think everyone's after giving up, are they? Someone who did their homework anyway before they committed the crime. They had a lot of information. They did their homework. About 200 franc. Wow. Yeah, you need to clear out, girl. You need to clear out. I'd say Frank as many. I cannot part with my decks. I never know which one will call me. Reading the book of pips there. She looks like she's looking something up. Yeah. She is. What about this Queen of Swords? This totally reminds me of what's his name? Johnny Depp. Someone who had an accomplice. There's a beautiful bird here on the shoulder. Again, it's in the darkness of night, but there's lots of street lights on. Yeah. I totally saw Johnny Depp when I got this. 260, wow. Holy moly, lads, you're mad. From the Chocolate Factory, yeah. Johnny Depp spot on, and that bird will poop the bed. It is a very powerful, lads. Do you know what? Going through these cards is totally now making me think I need to get out the book and sit down and actually read through them. Do you know what? Actually, come to think of it, Patsy, the boys did make a video discussing this deck. So there is. I'll find it in a minute and I'll share it. The creators, Charles Harrington and Craig Marr, made a YouTube video. I think it's about 3 hours long, I will say. But they did make a video discussing the deck. So I'll share that. Yeah. I never really had more, I don't think, than kind of 30 Oracle and 30 Tarot. That was kind of my cutoff point. I didn't want to go more than that. But, and actually, do you know what? I haven't been using any of my Oracle decks. That's the only thing. Now, there is a couple of Angel decks that I don't want to get rid of. One is by an Irish Angel expert, Aidan Story. Beautiful deck. But I do need to, I'd probably get rid of some of my Oracle decks, definitely, because I just don't use them at all. Tarot is my thing. I'm afraid to count my decks. Maya, count them. Let us know. We're all intrigued. Yeah, I'll share that, Patsy, because there definitely is a video that they made. And I do love the videos. I haven't watched it yet. I sat down to watch it a couple times and ended up not watching it. But anyway, we'll get there. Now, lads, King of Swords, the last ones. Now, this is someone who put a lot of time and effort into a crime because there's a chessboard. Chess is all about strategy. Chess is all about really taking the time and knowing all the pieces and knowing where all the pieces go and knowing how every move will affect the next move and all that kind of thing. So this is a very clever criminal. This card also gives me Jack the Ripper. I have the Depp one. Look at him. He's pretty cool. He's all marks on his face. And very creepy. He actually has something in his hand. He's holding something here between his thumb and forefinger. I'm not quite sure what it is. Checkmate card. Ooh, yes. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Stephen. Absolutely. He has 3 swords there up on the... It's interesting. He has 3 swords there up on the wall. I never noticed that. But anyway, yeah. Very interesting King of Swords. Now, I know Rain said this when she saw this card herself too. I can't stand the guy. Do you know what? The Irish boxer. I'm after forgetting his name again. It's gone. He's an absolute knobhead. He's in Dublin. Thinks he's God's gift to humanity. McGregor? What's his first name? Bloody hell. Anyway, I think he looks like him. But it's a really cool image. Even if it does look like that gobshite. But look at that for a King of Swords. I mean, he's a man in charge. He's a powerful, powerful man. There's this cool snake image on the back of his throne. He's holding a skull on his lap, which is cool. But if I'm not going to buy more for the rest of my life, I can justify my purchases. If you're not going to buy more, come on, Ewan McGregor. No, Ewan McGregor is an actor. Jesus, lads, I'm gonna have to Google it. Hold on, it'll actually do my head in. It's like he's toying with people in his Grand Master Planner. Ooh, yeah. What is that Irish boxer's name? Hold on, now till I tell you. Because it'll do my head in. Someone tell me. Is he McGregor? The boxer. Connor. That's the one. Connor, he's a dickhead, lads. He thinks he's the greatest thing in the world. He thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, that kind of way. But anyway. So that's the King of Swords. So this is a big difference between these two, really. This guy has done all the strategizing, like you would in a game of chess. At least I didn't make the name up different. Yeah, I have no interest in any sports anyway whatsoever. But boxing I just think is disgusting. But this guy looks like he's done all the work and all the planning, whereas this guy just seems like he's sitting back telling everyone else what to do. I have an idea for a quick video. What is it? Do tell. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. We are just over the hour. If anyone has any thoughts after the live on any of the cards shown, please do stick it in the comments afterwards. Drug Overlord, yeah. I was the nude twister champion at my high school. You are just cracked. Absolutely cracked. I don't believe you. You're just making shit up to entertain us. Thank you. Love the series, Jackie. Good stuff. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into the cups in particular because there was some cool things that came to me during the cups cards on some readings myself and Heather did, which were quite, they were Awful, obviously, but very interesting. I need to find some true crime channels. There is absolutely tons of them, Patsy. Just put in true. Do you know actually? There's one. What's her name? She's not a tarot reader. She just does these kind of 20-minute videos on. Why am I on crimes? But I love to listen to her talking about the crimes and pull cards while she's explaining to people what happened in the situation, and just seeing what I come up with and see if they match what she's telling you. Christina Randall. Christina Randall is very good. Not a tarot reader, like I said, but I just like to watch her true crime videos and pull cards along with her and see how, like I said, how they link. So they're really good. But there's tons of true crime tarot readers to watch. Some good, some really good, some who, and I like I said in the last couple of lives, I consider royal readings to be under the true crime category. Thanks, Lady Marilyn. I forgot about that. And all the wonderful souls in the chat. I've heard of her, yeah. She's good, I like her. Yeah, check her out. She really does a lot of research into the cases that she discusses, you know. Some people you'd watch and you go, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking random shite. But she really does the research. Are you royal ones all the time? Yeah. Gray Hughes investigates, not spiritual. He's conservative, so if you can get past that, his info is very reliable for case facts and investigating. Cool. Blessings, everyone. Have yourself a blessed weekend. Thanks everyone for being here, guys. You're the best. I look forward to. I'm going to schedule for Monday and Tuesday the Cups and the Pentacles, our last two suits to get through. I will in the meantime start making my notes for my cheat sheet on what you've all come up with within the lives. And when that's all done, I'll put up a short saying, give me your emails and I'll send them out to you if you want them. Okay. So that's that, guys. Thanks a million. Have a great weekend. Please do hit the thumbs up. Comment afterwards. Thanks, Fatima. Fatima's always first. Thanks to everyone else who will comment also. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, Jackie. See you next week. Hopefully, I have 3 granddaughters coming to say, oh, wow. You can always watch them on playback anyway. There's no worries, Patsy. And you can put your thoughts and ideas in the comments, obviously, as well. So I shall talk to you Monday, lads. I'm excited I'm finally back into lives because I was missing it. But it took me a while to kind of get myself going again. Thanks, guys.